In a rapidly evolving geopolitical landscape, the United States finds itself at a critical juncture, grappling with the implications of its military and economic policies as tensions escalate globally. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine, now in its third year, serves as a backdrop to larger questions about America's commitment to its allies and the future of its defense strategies. With influential figures like Donald Trump and Elon Musk poised to shape the Pentagon's direction, the stakes couldn't be higher. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy recently emphasized the precariousness of his country's situation without ongoing U.S. military support. Speaking on NBC's Meet the Press, he stated, "It will be very difficult for Ukraine to survive without American assistance." This sentiment resonates deeply as Russia continues its aggressive campaign, controlling approximately 20% of Ukrainian territory. Zelenskyy's remarks highlight the urgent need for sustained military aid, as he fears that a lack of support could leave Ukraine vulnerable to renewed attacks from Moscow. The Munich Security Conference, where Zelenskyy voiced his concerns, also revealed the widening rift between American and European perspectives on the conflict. As Vice President J.D. Vance criticized European leaders for their lack of resolve, German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier countered that the previous Trump administration had undermined established partnerships. This discord raises significant questions about the future of NATO and the West's collective response to Russian aggression. Meanwhile, Trump's potential return to the White House stirs uncertainty among European allies, especially considering his administration's previous overtures to Putin. Trump's approach could potentially shift U.S. foreign policy towards more conciliatory measures, which many experts believe would embolden Russia. Zelenskyy, while recognizing Trump's formidable influence, underscored the need for the U.S. to remain a steadfast ally. "If he will choose our side, he will pressure and he will push Putin to stop the war." As the geopolitical landscape shifts, technology and defense innovation emerge as pivotal factors in maintaining military supremacy. The Pentagon's procurement processes face scrutiny, with calls for modernization to meet contemporary challenges. The urgency for new weapons systems and suppliers is palpable as defense experts warn that America's military advantages are eroding. The intersection of technological advancement and defense strategy is crucial. Without adaptation, the U.S. risks falling behind adversaries like China and Russia. In parallel to these defense concerns, economic sustainability remains a contentious topic. Cormac Lucy, writing for the Sunday Times, critiques the short-sightedness of current economic policies, which prioritize immediate gratification over long-term sustainability. The staggering unaccrued pension liabilities in Ireland serve as a cautionary tale for other nations grappling with similar fiscal responsibilities. As the world grapples with demographic shifts and environmental challenges, Lucy argues that a commitment to sustainability is not just ethical but essential for economic resilience. With various global tensions converging, from the war in Ukraine to economic volatility, leaders must navigate an increasingly complex landscape. The interactions between Trump, Musk, and military advisors could redefine U.S. defense policy, while Zelenskyy's urgent calls for support underscore the critical need for a unified response to Russian aggression. The coming months will be pivotal as the U.S. reassesses its role on the world stage, balancing military commitments with economic realities. As history shows, the choices made today will shape the geopolitical dynamics for years to come. In a proactive move reflecting the unpredictability of weather conditions, NASCAR has announced a schedule change for the much-anticipated Daytona 500 slated for Sunday. Originally set for a later start, the race will now kick off an hour earlier at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the green flag expected to wave around 2 p.m. This adjustment comes as weather forecasts predict a 40% chance of showers in the afternoon, prompting NASCAR to take precautions to ensure the event proceeds smoothly. The Daytona 500, often referred to as the Great American Race, is a highlight of the NASCAR calendar, attracting fans and participants alike with its thrilling atmosphere and rich history. This year, the organization has made a concerted effort to adapt its schedule to mitigate potential disruptions caused by inclement weather. As NASCAR spokesperson Chris Vinyl noted, We want to provide our fans with the best experience possible, and adjusting the start time is a step in that direction. In addition to the race itself, the day's festivities will include driver introductions now scheduled for 1:05 p.m., maintaining the event's celebratory spirit. Fans can also look forward to a performance by Pitbull during the pre-race concert, along with a dramatic flyover by the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds following the national anthem. Last year, the Daytona 500 faced significant challenges when rain forced a postponement to Monday, a scenario many fans and drivers hope to avoid this time around. The unpredictable nature of weather in Daytona Beach adds an element of tension as competitors and spectators alike remain vigilant for updates. Historically, the event has been affected by weather conditions, making this preemptive shift a crucial decision for the organization. As the race day approaches, the National Weather Service indicates a high temperature of around 84 degrees, accompanied by wind gusts reaching 30 miles per hour. These conditions will likely play a role in the race strategy and performance. The anticipation among fans is palpable, especially after last year's cancellation, and with this strategic adjustment, NASCAR aims to deliver an exhilarating start to the racing season. Looking ahead, the success of this year's Daytona 500 could set a precedent for how NASCAR handles similar situations in the future, balancing the excitement of live racing with the realities of weather unpredictability. As the organization continues to adapt and evolve, fans can expect innovative approaches to enhance their experience, ensuring that the Great American Race remains a cornerstone of American motorsport culture. In a world where wellness trends are continually evolving, the concept of bathing in beer has emerged as a fascinating and luxurious experience. While traditional spa treatments often incorporate natural ingredients like herbs and essential oils, beer spas have taken the wellness journey to a whole new level, blending ancient rituals with modern expectations. Drawing from a rich history that dates back to the Middle Ages, the popularity of beer bathing is gaining traction across Europe and beyond, offering not only a unique indulgence but also purported health benefits. The allure of beer spas lies in their ability to merge relaxation and rejuvenation with the enjoyment of craft brews. As Lucy Gilmore from National Geographic highlights, these spas are popping up in countries known for their brewing heritage, including Belgium, the Czech Republic, and the United States. Guests are invited to soak in baths infused with hops and malt, ingredients celebrated for their vitamin-rich properties that are believed to enhance skin hydration and elasticity. The therapeutic effects of these components are backed by research such as a 2013 report published in the Journal of the European Academy of Dermatology and Venereology, which points to hops' antibacterial and anti-inflammatory qualities. Among the pioneers of this trend is the Norfolk Mead in the UK, recognized as the first official beer spa in the country. Nestled in a luxury boutique hotel, it offers a distinctive beer bathing ritual that combines a bubbling mixture of malt and hops sourced from a nearby brewery. Guests can enjoy the therapeutic benefits while sipping on fresh ale from the tap. Similarly, Chateau Spa Beerland in Prague merges history with indulgence, inviting patrons to relax in ornate wooden tubs filled with ingredients derived from renowned Czech beers. The spa's ambience, complete with vaulted ceilings and stained glass windows, enhances the experience, making it as much about the environment as it is about the treatment. In the United States, Oakwell Beer Spa in Denver represents a modern twist on this ancient practice, featuring high-tech wellness amenities alongside local craft beer offerings. The spa's unique blend of hops and malt is described by patrons as a bubbly beer tea, creating a refreshing sensory experience. Meanwhile, Bjorbotn Beer Spa in Iceland takes advantage of its stunning natural surroundings, allowing guests to soak in wooden beer baths while enjoying views of the rugged landscape. Their focus on young beers still in the fermentation process is said to provide exceptional benefits for skin and hair. The trend continues with Bath and Barley in Belgium, where the founders have adapted the concept to a more luxurious setting. Housed in a medieval cellar, the spa offers personalized experiences and gourmet food pairings alongside its beer baths. Lastly, Taka Beer Spa in Strasbourg highlights the region's brewing heritage, offering a communal yet intimate bathing experience designed to detoxify and relax. As the beer spa phenomenon continues to spread, it raises intriguing questions about the intersection of tradition, wellness, and indulgence. With each spa adding its own twist to the experience, the future of beer bathing looks promising. As more people seek unique and enriching ways to unwind, these establishments may redefine the meaning of relaxation in the context of modern wellness. Whether it's for the health benefits or simply the pleasure of enjoying a soak in a beer-infused bath, it seems that the hype surrounding beer spas is indeed worth the plunge. In a remarkable blend of corporate recognition and political upheaval. Recent news highlights two significant developments that carry profound implications for the U.S. landscape, both in the realm of employment and immigration policy. As the nation grapples with a shifting job market and contentious immigration reforms, the latest reports from Forbes and other major outlets shed light on the current state of affairs. Forbes has unveiled its annual list of the best employers in the United States, spotlighting 54 companies from Illinois that have earned accolades for fostering positive workplace cultures and prioritizing employee satisfaction. This recognition comes at a time when the job market is experiencing rapid changes, with many employers adapting to new expectations surrounding flexibility, well-being, and inclusivity. Notable companies from Illinois that made the list range from tech giants to local firms, reflecting the diverse economic fabric of the state. It is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of these organizations in a challenging economy, commented a spokesperson from Forbes. In stark contrast, the Trump administration's recent actions regarding immigration policy have sparked intense debate and concern. Reports indicate that the administration has dismissed over a dozen immigration judges, exacerbating an already significant backlog in deportation cases. Union officials and advocates have condemned this move as counterproductive, stating that it undermines the administration's stated goal of cracking down on illegal immigration. Matthew Biggs, president of the International Federation of Professional and Technical Engineers, described the firings as inexplicable, emphasizing that they contradict the president's campaign promises to enhance immigration law enforcement. As the administration pushes forward with aggressive deportation strategies, including the controversial use of military facilities for housing deportees, local officials in sanctuary cities are bracing for the potential fallout. Mayors from cities such as Chicago and New York have reiterated their commitment to protecting undocumented residents despite the administration's tough stance. This tension reflects a broader national debate on immigration policy, where local governments often find themselves at odds with federal directives. The implications of these developments extend beyond immediate political and economic landscapes. The recognition of Illinois employers by Forbes underscores a shift in workplace dynamics as companies strive to cultivate environments conducive to employee well-being. Conversely, the drastic measures taken by the Trump administration signal a return to hardline immigration policies, which critics argue could lead to increased fear and instability within immigrant communities. As the nation moves forward, the intersection of corporate recognition and immigration policy will likely continue to shape public discourse. Future developments will be closely watched, particularly as companies adapt to evolving workforce needs and as political battles surrounding immigration intensify. The unfolding narrative of how these two worlds interact will be crucial in determining the socio-economic landscape in the months and years to come. In a potential shakeup for the semiconductor industry, Broadcom Incorporated is reportedly exploring a bid for Intel Corp's chip design and marketing business. According to the Wall Street Journal, informal discussions have already taken place between Broadcom and its advisors, although no formal offer has been made to Intel at this time. Sources close to the situation suggest that Broadcom may ultimately decide against pursuing the deal, indicating that all talks remain preliminary. This development comes at a time when the semiconductor sector is experiencing significant changes and consolidation. The potential acquisition reflects Broadcom's ongoing strategy to enhance its portfolio and expand its footprint in the competitive chip market. Broadcom has long sought to diversify its offerings and strengthen its position in the semiconductor landscape, commented a tech industry analyst. Acquiring Intel's chip design unit could provide valuable expertise and technology that would bolster Broadcom's capabilities. In a related context, Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company TSMC is also reportedly in early discussions aimed at acquiring a controlling stake in Intel's manufacturing facilities. These talks appear to have been initiated at the behest of officials from the Trump administration, who are keen to boost American manufacturing and secure the U.S.'s position in critical technologies. TSMC's interest in Intel's factories could signal a significant shift in the semiconductor manufacturing landscape, especially as the industry grapples with supply chain challenges and an increasing demand for chips across various sectors. Importantly, it should be noted that Broadcom and TSMC are not collaborating in their respective pursuits of Intel. Instead, both companies are exploring opportunities independently, underscoring the competitive nature of the semiconductor industry as firms seek to capitalize on Intel's current predicament. The implications of these potential deals extend beyond the companies involved. For Broadcom, acquiring Intel's chip design capabilities could enhance its innovation and product offerings, enabling it to compete more effectively against rivals like NVIDIA and AMD. For TSMC, gaining control over Intel's manufacturing could solidify its status as a dominant player in semiconductor fabrication, allowing it to harness Intel's technology and resources to fuel its growth. As the discussions unfold, industry observers will be watching closely for any formal announcements or developments. The outcome could significantly reshape the competitive dynamics of the semiconductor market, influencing everything from pricing strategies to technological advancements. With the U.S. government prioritizing domestic manufacturing, the stakes are high for all parties involved in these negotiations. Looking ahead, the semiconductor sector is poised for further transformation as companies continue to navigate challenges and seek strategic partnerships. Whether Broadcom moves forward with its bid or TSMC secures a stake in Intel's factories, these potential transactions could set the stage for a new era in semiconductor innovation and manufacturing. The industry's evolution remains critical not only for technology companies but also for the global economy, which increasingly relies on advanced semiconductor capabilities for a wide range of applications. In a significant potential shift within the semiconductor industry, Broadcom Incorporated is reportedly in informal discussions regarding a possible acquisition of Intel Corporation's chip design and marketing business, as indicated by a recent report from the Wall Street Journal. This development underscores the ongoing consolidation trend in the tech sector, where companies are increasingly looking to strengthen their positions through strategic acquisitions. Sources close to the situation have revealed that while Broadcom has engaged its advisors in preliminary talks, no formal proposal has been made to Intel as of yet. The discussions remain at an early stage, and there is no guarantee that Broadcom will pursue the acquisition further. The interest in Intel's chip design unit comes at a time when the semiconductor market is experiencing unprecedented demand amid a global push for advanced technology solutions, particularly in artificial intelligence and cloud computing. The potential deal could have profound implications for the semiconductor landscape. Broadcom, known for its diverse portfolio in networking and broadband chips, could significantly enhance its capabilities by integrating Intel's design expertise. Analysts suggest that such an acquisition would not only bolster Broadcom's product offerings but also position the company more competitively against rivals like NVIDIA and AMD, who are also vying for leadership in high-performance computing. In a parallel development, Bloomberg News has reported that Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company TSMC is exploring a controlling stake in Intel's manufacturing facilities. This move appears to align with ongoing efforts by the U.S. government to boost domestic manufacturing capabilities and maintain leadership in critical technologies, a strategy reportedly advocated by the Trump administration. The dual interest from both Broadcom and TSMC highlights the competitive dynamics within the semiconductor industry as firms jockey for technological advantages and market share. Despite the promising prospects of these negotiations, both Broadcom and TSMC's talks remain characterized as preliminary and largely informal. It is important to note that the companies are not collaborating in these discussions, with each exploring its respective interests independently. This competitive atmosphere could lead to further strategic maneuvers within the industry as companies seek to capitalize on the growing demand for chips and related technologies. As the situation develops, the tech community will be watching closely to see whether Broadcom decides to formalize its bid or if TSMC's interest leads to significant changes in Intel's operational structure. The outcomes of these discussions could reshape not only the fortunes of the companies involved but also the broader semiconductor market landscape, which has become increasingly vital in today's technology-driven economy. As companies like Broadcom and TSMC explore their options, the potential for innovation and growth in the semiconductor sector remains high, setting the stage for a new era of technological advancement. Recent research has unveiled a significant breakthrough in understanding prostate cancer biology, particularly concerning the role of long non-coding RNA LNCZBTB10. Published in the British Journal of Cancer, the study sheds light on how LNCZBTB10 facilitates the function of the androgen receptor AR through a process known as S-palmitoylation, a modification that enhances AR activity and contributes to both cancer progression and resistance to therapy with abiraterone. The activation of the androgen receptor primarily through the binding of androgens to its ligand binding domain has been a cornerstone in the treatment of prostate cancer. Clinical interventions targeting androgen biosynthesis or the receptor itself have initially shown promise, but the emergence of drug resistance is a recurring challenge. As the study's authors, including Xin-Chi Lin and Yuxing Chang, note, identifying alternative AR activation mechanisms is crucial for advancing therapeutic strategies against prostate cancer. Utilizing systematic bioinformatics analysis, the research team identified LNCZBTB10 as an androgen-responsive LNCRNA that was notably overexpressed in prostate cancer specimens. This overexpression correlated with poorer clinical outcomes, suggesting its critical role in disease progression. The study elucidates that LNCZBTB10 promotes AR function not only by enhancing S-palmitoylation but also by facilitating the formation of biomolecular condensates within the nucleus of prostate cancer cells, a novel mechanism that was previously unrecognized. In practical terms, the implications of these findings are profound. The researchers found that overexpression of LNCZBTB10 leads to increased tumor growth in vivo and induces resistance to abiraterone in vitro by upregulating AR expression. This suggests that LNCZBTB10 might serve as a potential target for therapeutic intervention, offering a new avenue for treating prostate cancer, especially in cases where traditional therapies are failing. As the study concludes, the findings reveal a novel layer of complexity in AR regulation within prostate cancer cells. The next steps involve further exploration of LNCZBTB10's mechanisms and its potential as a therapeutic target. Continued research in this area may pave the way for more effective treatments for patients battling prostate cancer, potentially improving survival outcomes and reducing the incidence of drug resistance. This study not only contributes to the existing body of knowledge regarding prostate cancer biology but also underscores the importance of exploring the roles of non-coding RNAs in cancer progression and treatment resistance. In a world increasingly shaped by geopolitical shifts and economic uncertainties, recent events in international relations highlight the intricate dynamics at play. This past week, prominent leaders from Canada, India, and various European nations gathered to address pressing security concerns and trade relations, providing a glimpse into the evolving landscape of global diplomacy. During a panel discussion at the Munich Security Conference, Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly shared insights from Canada's dealings with U.S. President Donald Trump, emphasizing the importance of retaliation in trade negotiations. Joly noted that Canada's response to Trump's threats of tariffs on Canadian goods has captivated both the U.S. administration and Canadian public opinion. When Prime Minister Trudeau announced retaliatory tariffs on $155 billion worth of U.S. goods, it was a game-changer, Joly remarked. She underscored that the swift reaction not only stabilized the Canadian market but also drew significant attention from American investors concerned about rising gasoline prices and stock market fluctuations. Joly advised European leaders to regard Canada as a canary in a coal mine. suggesting they could expect similar treatment from Trump as he has indicated intentions to impose tariffs on EU goods as well. Meanwhile, Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar engaged in significant bilateral discussions meeting with Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar and Fiji Prime Minister Sitiveni Rabuka on the sidelines of the Munich conference. Jaishankar expressed appreciation for Rabuka's perspectives, tweeting an honor to meet PM and FM at Rabuka of Fiji this evening. Always nice to hear his recollections, views and insights. The discussions with Sa'ar centered on the volatile situation in West Asia, highlighting the growing importance of India's role in international matters. We underlined the strength and significance of our bilateral partnership, Jaishankar noted in a post, indicating a broader strategy to bolster India's global standing amid shifting alliances. The Munich Security Conference itself has become a pivotal platform for high-level dialogues addressing contemporary foreign policy challenges. Jaishankar participated in discussions concerning the reshaping of global political, economic and technological paradigms, emphasizing the need for agile diplomacy in these turbulent times. His engagements with numerous foreign ministers underscored India's commitment to fostering stronger partnerships within Europe and beyond. As these diplomatic overtures unfold, the implications for international trade and security are palpable. The Canadian example of swift policy responses may serve as a model for European nations facing similar pressures. Jolie's insights suggest that proactive measures in trade disputes could not only safeguard national interests but also rally public support domestically. Looking ahead, the interplay between trade policies and international relations will likely intensify, especially with the upcoming elections in various nations. The reactions to Trump's administration's approaches will be closely monitored by global leaders as they seek to navigate their own economic and political landscapes amidst shifting allegiances. The convergence of these discussions at the Munich Security Conference highlights the critical nature of dialogue in addressing the complexities of modern geopolitics. In an ambitious effort to expand educational opportunities and address increasing demand, Woodbury's Math and Science Academy MSA is set to embark on a significant construction project that will not only introduce an elementary school but also establish a new, larger high school facility. This initiative comes in response to the rapid growth and popularity of the charter school, which has established itself as one of Minnesota's top-performing educational institutions. Currently catering to 720 students in grades 6 to 12, MSA plans to double its capacity by 2026. The executive director, Kate Hinton, highlighted the urgency of this expansion, stating, "We do great things for students and we want to give them that opportunity to be a part of the school, but we're just completely out of space." Groundbreaking for the new projects is scheduled for April with a total investment of $55 million. MSA was founded in 1999 by Demetrius Hilton, who envisioned a school that emphasized math and science through advanced hands-on learning. Over the years, MSA has grown from serving fewer than 200 students to becoming a sought-after educational institution currently operating out of 4 buildings. The planned expansion will transform 2 of its existing facilities into a K-5 elementary school, while the current middle and high school students will transition to a new 125,000 square foot building located at the corner of Mile Drive and Bailey Road. The elementary school will accommodate 450 students, starting with an initial enrollment of 350 in its first year. Hinton expressed enthusiasm about the early start for young learners, stating, "We're excited about starting them in kindergarten so that instead of trying to close achievement gaps, we can prevent them." The curriculum will feature a strong STEM focus with early exposure to algebra for 4th and 5th graders and will include instrumental music and Spanish enrichment programs. Meanwhile, the new secondary location will significantly enhance the school's facilities, providing amenities such as a full-size gym, media center, and multiple STEM labs. This expansion aims to support the growth of MSA's student body to over 1,500, addressing the high demand that has seen the school receive more than 700 student applicants through a lottery system. Funding for the project will be secured through the sale of bonds in March, with a substantial portion allocated for construction. Hinton acknowledged the challenges faced by charter schools in financing such projects, noting, "We have to be careful about how we construct because we probably have about 60% of the money that a traditional district would for buildings, but we've figured it out." MSA's commitment to providing a well-rounded education has been recognized in rankings, including being named the best high school in Minnesota by U.S. News and World Report due to high graduation rates and college readiness. Hinton noted that while the accolades are appreciated, they are not the school's sole focus, rather they reflect the quality of education provided. As MSA prepares to break ground on these vital expansions, the community eagerly anticipates the opportunities that will arise for both current and future students. This initiative not only addresses immediate enrollment pressures but also sets the stage for a new generation of learners equipped with the skills necessary to thrive in an increasingly competitive world. The successful realization of this project could well serve as a model for other educational institutions grappling with similar challenges.